one of the single most important human skills for any leader or any human being is effective listening. Let's first define what listening is. Listening is not hearing the words that were spoken, it's hearing the meaning of the words that were spoken. Listening for meaning. That's one part of listening. The other part of listening is making the other person feel heard. So we want to do two things. We're listening for meaning and we want the other person to feel heard. So when you're sitting watching TV and your spouse is talking to you and you're flipping the channels and they say, "You're not listening to me," and you turn and repeat back all the words they said, that's not listening. That's simply hearing the words that were spoken and repeating them back. You didn't make them feel heard. Turn the TV off, put it on pause, turn to them and say, "Tell me what's bothering you." And you are creating conditions in which someone will feel heard, right? Listening for meaning. We have this rule in our office, which if the reaction is above a 5, it's about something else. So I'll use a home example again. Your spouse leaves the fridge open while they're putting peanut butter and jelly on their sandwich. And you say, "Hey, close the fridge." And they say, "Why do you always yell at me about the fridge?" It's not about the fridge. It's about something else. So don't take the bait and start fighting about closing the fridge and saving electricity and all this nonsense. It's not about the fridge. If the reaction is above a 5, it's about something else, and you have to go on an investigation. Be curious and say, hey, I know what's bothering you? What's up? We apply these same things at work. This is what listening for meaning is, and this is what making other people feel heard. It is extremely difficult. It takes unbelievable amounts of practice, especially when somebody else is saying something that triggers you or pisses you off or puts you on the defensive or makes you want to correct their facts, right? Listening is an emotional experience. And if somebody's telling you their feelings and you're correcting their facts, it is going to go nowhere. It is going to implode, right? You can correct the facts later. Create a space that makes somebody feel heard. Remember, it's an emotional state. So a lot of listening is doing 3 things. Tell me more, go on. What else? Tell me more, what else? Go on. Even if they're saying things that are pissing you off, you sit there. Remember, it's their story, not yours. It doesn't matter if it's true. It's just their story, and they're telling you their story. Tell me more, what else? Go on. And at some point, they will empty their bucket. They will feel relieved. They will feel heard. And only at that point, once they've completely felt heard, are they now open to your point of view. Still don't correct, just acknowledge hearing and say, what I hear you saying is, am I right? And this kind of reflexive listening is trying to listen for meaning. What you said was, and I think what you're trying to tell me is that I need to be a better listener. Is that what you're saying? So you want to repeat back in your words you think you hear and let them correct you so you can find out the root. Hopefully that helps.